back to more Croc, and now we're in the desert world.
Why is this episode 27 minutes?
Because there's a lot. Because there's a lot of level.
Spoiler alert! Kilo, spoiler alert! The next part's 27 minutes as well.
Jeez.
Hey, you're getting
Don't you want more time to talk?
I mean,
these parts were a lot shorter than this. You're getting your fucking money's worth.
Also, the last part was only like 18 minutes, and then the final part is like 16 minutes. So
Only.
yeah.
Who's DC?
The other patron.
Oh, sorry. Thank you for your patronage.
Stephen, he was the guy who joined us for Lego Sonic.
Oh, that guy. Awesome.
No, the guy who joined us for Lego Sonic was Adrian.
Yeah, isn't that these? No,
that's a different
Good
guy.
job, Gareth.
You don't know your own patrons.
please keep giving us money. I love you.
So, really quick question on
I just thought you remembered something I didn't, but sorry, Kilo, you me first.
with the correct platform, because I realized that Stefan was on there for like a really long time. Does it wait? Do you have to wait until they jump, or like do they go off? Do they like fall off after a while?
Well, they start to disappear once you touch
Okay.
it. So it like takes a couple seconds, and then you see it.
Because I feel like
Ouch.
they were taking a long time before they disappear.
Just like Steven's dick.
Lies and slander.
It's kind of like, Garrett, that joke right there was just sort of like when you mumble a joke and then someone hears you in class and then they say it louder and everybody laughs. Fuck you.
Yeah, you could have spoke up, bitch. You did. This is your fault.
Don't use that word.
You're not the victim here, Steven.
You're not the victim! That's a good episode. Is it? I don't remember which episode that is.
I
Is
couldn't
that Marty's Mind Blowers?
remember what LP that was from. I just remember that was said at one point and I thought it was funny.
No,
It's
that's
from
an
the
episode.
brain parasite episode.
Brain Parasite episode.
Because
Yeah,
that
one's
was
alright.
that was her negative. That was their negative memory of each other. Was her coming back in the house and
Was
catching
Morty
him jerking
masturbating
off
in the kitchen?
Oh yeah, you're not.
It's so
You're not the victim!
Dude, it's so good.
Back when that show was actually funny.
Roller coasters aren't sad; they're thrilling.
Mrs. Refrigerator.
Is refrigerator?
But back to Croc. I recall
What if
doing this
Croc
in a
was a brain
previous level.
parasite?
What if Croc was parasites?
What separates this world from the ice world other than ice physics? Because I see you doing all the same stuff with a different
That's it.
aesthetic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's the whole game.
It's a 2D platformer made 3D.
Yeah,
The
it's-
levels are
it's-
just a different element.
It's your standard
Wait a minute.
PlayStation era platformer. Every level is the same except the background is different. And occasional
No.
ice physics.
Spyro had you did different stuff in different levels.
Yeah, but that was because
Spyro was also one of the Spyro was the exception.
Spyro also had a far more versatile control scheme. You can't do much with Croc.
technically no. Yes and no. You can do more with Spyro, but remember you can also not do much with Spyro because he was on 4 legs.
Yeah, Croc
Yeah.
has hands. Croc could use a gun.
That's the best argument for Croc I've ever heard.
See, if Insomniac made Croc, they wouldn't have invented Ratchet. They just would have given Croc a gun and put a robot in his backpack. Croc and Clank. Who doesn't want to play Croc and Clank? The name sounds much better.
Or Ratchet and Croc.
No, because Croc wouldn't be the robot, you fool.
Then they would just change the names.
No, you can't change the name as iconic as Croc.
No, I mean change Clank's name to Ratchet.
You can't name a robot Ratchet. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Also, I think I realized why Nintendo didn't accept this idea for the Yoshi game. It's because
Really, it's because. Sorry. Yeah,
it's because the Desert World is World 3 and not World 2. Miyamoto immediately shot that down.
Oh shit. Here I thought it was because there were no fuzzies to touch and get dizzy, but you know. I think you're
Well,
onto something here.
the Gubbos are pretty fuzzy.
I haven't seen Croc get dizzy once.
Those are the albino Gobos.
Is that?
That's an elephant.
Why is it?
No.
And this is the only time this guy shows up in the whole game.
That's fucking Horton right there. That's Horton's fault.
Well, this game's got its own like Nessie
Horton,
too.
here's a gobo.
Geez, see that looks so jank. Just like, cause it looks like you have to constantly move as well.
No, you can't control like this part
you
literally
can?
took me like 10 tries to do. Like, and it got so bad I had to actually delete that footage because it was taking up so much space.
Well, it's called editing.
And 27 minutes isn't like a lot.
How many of those 10 attempts do we have to sit through?
None, because I deleted all
hooray.
those. Because I had saved.
Oh.
I had a what do you call it? I had re-recorded like this whole level multiple times because I kept game overing at this one part, so I had to keep redoing the whole level multiple times because this stupid elephant doesn't actually control. It just kind of moves around at random pace. I got lucky at this.
It's almost like it's an elephant.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's
I
almost.
don't know animals.
It looks like you also kind of have like Castlevania 1 arcs jumps, like kind of jump control where like after you jump you really can't have like that much
Not really.
momentum.
No, you can control your jumps.
You can?
Yeah.
It's just still kind of stiff-ish.
Okay.
But it's not
Stefan-
Castlevania bad.
All right. Because
Have
it
you-
was probably just from that footage. The elephant was probably just too hard for you to control. And oh gosh, why?
Yeah, this part you gotta do a lot.
Wait, is this?
It's a race.
Okay, I thought
You
it was
gotta
like.
race a ghost.
Oh, okay, it is a race. It is a race.
This is another idea Ocarina of Time stole from Croc. I'm so it's such a shameful game. I swear, it's all just stolen from Croc.
Because I was gonna say, like, are we about to play? Like, for a second, when I saw the splitting path, I thought we were about to play Pac-Man with Croc.
We
And I was-
kind of are.
yeah, but at least the ghost doesn't kill you.
But I fucked up. I didn't get the key.
Wait,
Oh, well, let's watch you do it again.
how did you screw up?
I honestly don't know. The key just didn't show up. So I cheated and I took the opposite way you're supposed to. So I got there early. So I said, "Fuck you, ghost." There's the key.
I mean, do gems do anything in this?
You get 100, you get a life, and they're your health.
Okay, so they just score, pretty much.
They're rings. They're
It's
like
exactly the same as
they're
rings.
the rings. Yeah.
Okay. Mud Pit
Oh, look.
Mania.
Dude, you
Oh,
missed
shit.
the last level. It was what was it, lights, camera, action? It was like
Lights
okay.
camel action.
Camel.
Even though there's no camels in that level.
I was gonna say there were no camels, and it seemed very odd for the
Maybe
desert level.
maybe originally the elephant was supposed to be a camel, and then they realized no, that wouldn't work. Just put in an elephant.
It's a mummy though.
It's a mummy. That you just.
So wait, are I thought there weren't any people on this island. This is why the gobos were like the most dominant species on the island. Where did the mummies come
Okay,
from?
here we go into the Croc lore.
Well,
You
you
say-
missed the
No,
part where
not
Gareth
again,
read
not
the
again.
6 page back lore of just this adorable little crocodile. Right, this game's got the deepest of lore. So yes, we are going into the croc lore.
seriously, the instruction manual is possibly my favorite instruction manual of all time. From the speechless, like 80-second intro, there was 6 pages of text. And it's like some David the Lurker shit of how deep the lore goes. And I spent over the first 4 parts, and I'm sure there's comments saying, "Shut the fuck up, we don't care about the manual." But over 4 parts, I read the 6 pages of the manual, and I think it's fucking adorable.
It's amazing.
It's like one of the best fucking manual intro stories ever, and I love it.
It's like all the characters not only like have like huge detailed names and it's like jokingly written, like it's like legitimately funny.
It's like one of my favorite things in it. It's still like the leader of the Gobos in the instruction manual. They call him like he was known long and wide, feared as the great King Rufus the Intolerant. And then like in brackets it goes like if people knew his full name, King Rufus the Lactose Intolerant, he'd become a lot less fearful. shit like that in the manual, I think is really fucking charming, and I love it.
That's great.
I have a question about controls.
Go for it.
Okay, so when you are playing a platformer, 2D or 3D, when you press down and B, usually it's a ground pound type of move, right? What was the first game to do that?
A ground pound?
A ground pound, and we call it a ground pound just because, I
want to say, was it Yoshi Island?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Because I don't remember.
Yoshi Island is the first one I can think of that gave the character an actual ground pound. Although I may be wrong.
Ba-ding, ba.
Yeah.
And then,
it's not Yoshi's. You're not confusing Yoshi's Story, right?
No.
Yoshi's Island had one.
Super Mario World 2: Yoshi's Island, the Super Nintendo game. Yeah, that was the first one I can think of that had a ground pound. I think Croc may have the distinction of being the first 3D platformer, like actual 3D game to have a ground pound. That was my point.
It was.
It came out. The game came out a few months before Mario 64.
64, exactly. So yeah, this could be the first 3D game to have a ground pound.
Maybe.
It broke new ground.
It broke
literally
new ground pounds. Don't laugh at that. I don't deserve it.
Okay, actually no. I'm wrong. I'm looking at it. It says it's 1997 for Croc.
Oh, God damn.
So we're gonna have so many fucking comics now, Stefan.
God damn it,
The last
Stefan.
part just saying it was 1997.
It's called the asterisk. Put a thing that said actually I fucked up.
Actually, I was wrong.
Okay, so everybody who is watching part 6, please refer to parts 1 through 5 in the comment section with "fuck you, Stefan." It's 1997. We're gonna party like it's 1998.
Wait, what happened to the music?
When you're in a level for so long, the music just stops and waits. You have to wait 20 seconds and then it resets.
Oh, it's not like CD. Okay.
I mean,
the game motivates you. You weren't playing the game well enough, so you don't deserve the music anymore.
I mean, it's better than just having a song consistently repeat.
Well, the song does repeat. You just have to wait 20 seconds for it to load again.
At least, but it's not a consistent repeating thing.
I'm looking up the release dates, and Croc came out over a year after Mario 64.
God, fuck you, Stefan. Lying to me, making me all impressed when I shouldn't be.
I'm still going to stand by some of my statements, because I felt I was general and broad enough to use the time it came out, so, I still stand by most of my compliments and statements.
Yes. Okay. This is something that is this is actually for real. The game not only was originally a Yoshi game, but it was a Yoshi racing game.
What the fuck?
I do like this.
It was going to be on the
Kong racing vibes.
It was going to be on the Super Nintendo. You're going to use the Super because it was going to be on the you're going to be using the Super FX chip, which considering that these guys are the ones who made Star Fox, so that makes sense.
I've never heard of because I've heard about the part of the game being a Yoshi game, but a racing game?
Well, look at Star Fox with the Super FX chip. That thing runs at 6 frames a second. There's no way you can make a platformer with that
glorious
thing.
frames.
It was a hybrid of several mechanics from both Mario World and Super Mario Kart.
I do not believe that this game would run on the Super FX chip.
Shigeru Miyamoto expressed fascination with the project, but Nintendo ultimately rejected for unspecified reasons, ending
because it looked like shit.
The prototype of Yoshi Racing that they pitched would become a large influence for what became of Super Mario 64, apparently.
Miyamoto's you got the ground pound? That's supposed to be my thing.
Although this would explain the observation of, all the levels just being the same level, but of a different element. It's most racing game tracks, they just need a different environment, and then the track layout is the actual level difference.
Do you have to get that, Jim? Do you have to get it?
Some of the gems... Yeah, some of the gems...
Yes,
there you go, see? Haha, fuck you.
But, fine.
Get fucked, Steve.
Also,
I'll take it.
This is something. So since there's only 4 worlds in this game, they want to have water levels. So they put most of the water levels in the desert world. Because that makes sense.
Makes sense.
a lot of nonsense.
Well, that could have. I mean, you could say that that originally the desert world was the ice world, just got melted.
So, has anyone here played Castle of Illusion?
Yeah.
The
original, the
re-release
remake.
for the PSN.
Yeah, dude, you know we did an OP of that, my friend. You know I played that game.
I didn't even remember that we did an LP of that game.
Yes,
Anyway,
Steven, he needs to get that gem. Fuck you.
No, what I'm saying is like there's literally a sound effect in this game that's used in that game, and I do not like reused sound effects at all. I'm having flashbacks to Sonic Unleashed where anytime you break a pot.
Steven, it's because Fox owns Croc and Disney owns Fox.
Wait. Oh.
Okay.
No, but when Stefan mentioned that especially Gareth, when he mentioned that the game came out a few years after Super Mario 64, then we could technically then that does make more of a sense that Croc tried to be more like the Sonic to Mario, where it's just like it tried to do something different with the platformer genre. Is just that again, most of the time it just didn't do better than what Mario did.
I would have loved it.
I disagree with that though. I'm sorry, Gareth, but I would disagree with that. But you're assuming like a game like takes like just a few months to make though. Like this game probably took like a year and a half to do. So they probably didn't really get to see much of Mario 64 at all.
Yeah, you're right.
Although, like, I would love it if, like, they showed it and Miyamoto was like, he controls more like Sonic than Mario. Get out of my company.
And Croc does move relatively, like, let me.
He's pretty quick. He's pretty quick.
And he does have, like, that quick turn, unlike Mario 64, where if you want to do a quick turn, you got to do a loop-de-loop.
Dude, I fucking love you. So if you run, I think it's like the circle button. If you're running and you press circle, Croc will just do a flip and he'll 180 around. And I fucking love it. It's one of my favorite moves to use. It just looks so cool.
Like it's actually, and it's really handy because again, when we bring up Super Mario 64 and how that game tried to do like when you try to do a quick turn, Mario always does like a circle thing. Like he tries to spin, or like he tries to walk around instead of like just immediately turning around. So what ends up happening is that, especially on like really tight platforming levels, like especially near the end, yeah, that's an easy way to get like to fall off and die.
That's some good advice.
That was very forced. Thank you for the good advice.
I love the loading screen. It's just Croc. I'm getting ready for the next level.
Holy shit, guys! It's just been revealed on Twitter, and this will date the LP. But everyone's favorite franchise is coming back next year. They're making another Mario and Sonic Olympic game.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Why would you announce that on this LP? Like you're dating it so hard.
I know, it's great because this LP won't come out until next year. The five next year will come out before License to Chill. Isn't he adorable? Isn't he adorable?
Holy crap!
This
Wait,
website
what?
is,
All right, well, let's not dwell on it too hard because we're just gonna date it even more.
Yeah,
So
but
what does everyone think's going to be in this version of the game?
apparently
let's
from
talk about it more, Gareth.
I hope there's a torch and they run.
It's VR.
Oh my god, they put Sonic in a vest.
Yeah, but like
in
they're
the racing track, they put Sonic in a vest. That's hilarious.
It's not the first time they've done that.
No, I think
I think in these games
Yeah,
it
it
is because I saw it from
No, he swims with the swimmy little.
no, but like we're talking about like
swimmy
track
vest.
vests, like actual like Olympic
so
sweat,
he's
like
It's
Olympic
not the
wear.
first time he's worn a vest.
he's running on a track and they've given him like a blue and white vest to wear.
Eggman has one
It's
too.
adorable.
So they're doing what they did with Mario Tennis Aces with Mario, Luigi, Waluigi, and Wario, where they just gave them like actual tennis outfits. And
This is going to be the best game. Let's spend the next 6 minutes talking about it. It's going to be the best
No.
game ever made.
At what point does this game change its mechanics?
It
because
It doesn't.
so it's literally we might as well not even talk about the game anymore
Oh
if
my
nothing
god,
changes.
guys, the Mega Drive Mini comes out Thursday, September 19th, 2019.
Stop, Gareth.
It's okay. Time's relative, anyways.
What is it? What is there like a Sega thing going on?
I get it, the official Sega Japanese guy is just tweeting all this shit that's coming out. I'm not sure why. They must be bored somewhere.
Aren't we all?
So we had so they were revealing all this stuff, and yet like we still had the Sonic.
Like, guys, they're making They're making a iPhone sports game just called Sonic at the Olympic Games. It's gonna come out this year at some point.
Are they actually?
They're also seriously. They're also making a non-Sonic and Mario Olympic game. They're just making a like official Tokyo 2020 Olympic game, but no one's gonna care about that.
Everyone wants to play this.
Tokyo.
Yeah, that's so.
Everyone's too busy talking about Croc.
Oh, that's the game where Sonic's finally gonna say "Itadakimasu," just like Connie Universe.
When are they gonna be married so that she can actually be Universe for real?
Castlevania Bloodlines is on the Mega Drive Mini. Fucking A.
All right.
Right, Stefan, since we have nothing to say, just edit in a moment where Connie goes "Itadakimasu" and play it 10 times in a. No, don't do that.
What if the dude who animated the hug scene? What if he had animated the Itakimatsu scene? Like full panoramic, like 3D view, and
just to make Steven cry.
just.
I hate that she says that. Both the fuck off, you otaku American piece of crap.
What, Steven? What annoys you more? The fact that she says Itadakimasu, or the fact that as a artist / animator yourself, the fact that her design is never consistent. What annoys you more?
No, I don't. Well, none of the characters. Have you seen Pearl? She's not consistent.
Well,
none of the characters on that show are consistent.
Well, no, at least with the crystal gems themselves, there is the
nice.
at least with the crystal gems themselves,
are flammable.
there is a plot reason that I know, like their actual designs do change.
They're projections.
But like no, I mean just the fact that when they break and come back, their form changes.
No, they're projections.
Yeah, they're just light. But like Connie, it's like she gets mutated.
I don't care. I am more obsessed with the fact that she says "Itadakimasu" at least once in the series, and it's like, I cannot stand that kind of shit. You're fucking annoying. It's like the type of person who's like, I love Japan just because they watch anime. You don't, like, that's it?
So
your whole reason for loving a country is the entertainment they produce? Fuck off!
So when my wife was in college, she took a Japanese class because she actually wanted to learn about the culture and shit.
Yeah.
And she said there was a shockingly high amount of
anime people. Exactly.
It's like, I watch Naruto. Dude, let's talk about Japan.
Dude,
when I complain
Japanese
about Connie Universe, I'm
class
sorry to interrupt you,
country.
NBM, but when I complain about Connie Universe saying "Itadakimasu," I'm complaining about otaku weeaboo pieces of crap. Like, cut it out.
like people who just like, if it's made in Japan, it's just really good. Anything America makes is bad. I'm like, no.
No.
Have you seen most anime? Like.
And that's why I don't like Connie. Okay, so NBM, what were you talking about?
Oh no, mine was actually more fading after Garrett's story.
Garrett, tell another story so NBM can comment on it.
Oh, this one time, I was driving home from work and I was speeding, and I passed a police car, and then he followed me, and then I kept on speeding, and he pulled me over, and he was like, I gave you a chance to slow down, son, but you kept on speeding, and I just said, me and no speak the English, and I drove away.
Wow.
What?
See, I could never tell a story like that. If I told a story like that, it would end with me with 4 warning shots in my back.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Race.
Never mind. I was gonna complain about the water, like, because it doesn't really, like, especially with the last worlds, since water was deadly. Jeez, Stefan.
I'm an idiot. I mean, I'm an idiot because I did it the wrong. I'm like, okay, I got to get up there without realizing that. Oh yeah, no, there's a button I have to press.
So,
and I'm like, oh yeah, there's a button.
Does Croc have because I know there's like depending on the 3D platformer, sometimes it's a button or sometimes you just gotta push like down to let go of a thing. Is it a button or just like pushing on the something on the controls? on the control pad.
If you're grabbing onto like a ledge, then it's down. But if you like actually like grab like the bar, then it's pressing a button.
Because that's just like for 3D platformers, pushing down just I don't feel like that really would work, honestly.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah,
freaking
weird.
But then again, Mario Sunshine, I always forget which one is the button where which one's the button that lets me either kick or which one's the one that lets me let go. And it sucks during the Pianta level when you're trying to hunt the red coins because it's like if I push the wrong button, I'm gonna just die and have to restart the entire mission. Ugh, I hate it.
Ooh. Thunder in a temple. How does this work?
Oh, another raid. Wait.
Another raid. And the thing, what you should do is not touch. It's not touch the gems because the ghost runs on. The ghost runs on rubber band AI. If you're touching if you're touching the gems, so if you don't touch the gems, they'll just go really slow. So.
Because he doesn't believe that you're moving.
Yeah.
But if you touch a gem at the very end, does he just like do what Sonic?
It's just if he's not touching, if he's not collecting gems, then he'll go super fast. So if he's like collecting gems, then he'll still be really slow.
Okay. Because I was gonna say, is he gonna do what Sonic did in the SA1, where just imagine like, if you don't touch the ground with Tails, he doesn't really move as fast. But as soon as you touch the ground, Sonic just like flings right next to you.
And also in this case, you're only racing to get the key. So it's like once you get the key, then you're all good.
But
Croc, wait for me. What? He caught up.
He caught up. Oh, you'll never.
He crocked up.
What did Eggman say like at the beginning, like when you first enter the level?
Get fucked, Fox boy.
I just don't remember. Dang it. Oh, I haven't played that game in a long time. I have it on Steam.
Come on, Croc. You made it. Hooray!
Hooray!
Hey, hey, hey.
Well, technically, wasn't it in this like at the beginning of like this the beginning of this game with the intro sequence, he was technically like when he was learning to walk, they were basically racing. Oh, and
That's true.
So he could. So pretty much, I would just imagine the Gobo saying that. It's like, catch up to me, Croc.
And then Croc just went stomp and crushed them.
And then Croc went, oh.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, jeez.